Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin from Center of Balance. We're based in Dinsdale, Hamilton, and Remuera in Auckland. So we got two clinics, and we do Chinese medicine and acupuncture. So I started talking about headaches, I think the week before last week, and I've covered several topics on headaches, including the causes of headache, the different types of headaches, and also the Chinese medicine's perspective on the why there's headache and how to treat headaches. And I also gave you some helpful acupoints to do it yourself at home to be able to resolve or lessen the pain of headaches. Okay, so today I'm going to cover another topic on still about headache, and just let me bring that out. So for those of you who watched my live broadcasts, you remember the first time that I was talking about headache, the very first live I did, I said that one of the major causes for headache is actually anxiety, okay? So today we're going to have a look at how stress or anxiety can cause headaches. Okay, and what are the connections between anxiety and headaches? So let's first look at the Western medicine's perspective. So what is an anxiety headache? So anxiety is known to cause excessive worrying, irritability, and restlessness, but it can also cause physical symptoms that like upset stomach, fatigue, and shallow breathing. Okay, anxiety headaches are another common physical symptom. If you are stressed or worried about something, you may have tension headache. Experiencing severe or frequent headaches can also worsen the symptoms of anxiety. So what are the symptoms of an anxiety headache? So many people living with an anxiety disorder also experience either a migraine or a chronic tension headache. The symptoms you experience depend on the type of headache you have. So you have tension headaches, and I think we talked about this in the first live video that I did. So these headaches commonly developed with stress and anxiety, and the symptoms include mild to moderate dull or ache and pain, pressure behind the eyes, pressure that feels like a band around your head, tightness in your neck and shoulder muscles, and scalp is tender to touch. Okay, and then you have migraine headaches. Migraine can also be associated with anxiety. It is not always easy to tell if you are experiencing a migraine or tension headaches, especially if you get both types of headaches. So a migraine symptom is usually like a pain that feels like a throb or pulsation, pain on one side of your face or head, tingling in your face, arm, or leg on one side, seeing spots or flashing lights, increased sensitivity to sound, light, or strong odor, nausea and vomiting, feeling lightheaded or fainting, and blurry vision. So what actually causes anxiety headaches? So even the expert can't tell you, because at this stage they're still uncertain what causes tension headaches. there may be some common triggers. So number one is stress. So researchers points to stress as a common trigger. So headache that occurs with anxiety can happen as a physical response to the emotional distress you're experiencing. The second one is sensitivity to pain. It's also believed that people who regularly get headaches may also be more sensitive to pain. This sensitivity can lead to more tenderness in your muscles. Number three, muscle tensions. Muscle tension is one aspect of anxiety. When you feel anxious, your body's response is to prepare to deal with the source of your worry. So with long-term anxiety, your body tends to stay in a state of increased alertness. The tension in your muscle remains instead of relaxing normally after the threat subsides. This contributes to headaches as well. Or lack of sleep. Many people with anxiety have difficulty sleeping. This is another common trigger for migraine attacks. One other one is serotonin levels. So the changing serotonin levels in the brain may also play a role in migraine headaches. Serotonin is a chemical in the brain that has many important roles in your body. Having too much or too little serotonin in your brain can affect physical and mental health. Sudden decrease in brain serotonin level may cause headaches through the release of neuropeptides or constricted blood vessels. So how to prevent an anxiety headache? It may not be possible to entirely prevent headaches, but there are some steps you can take to help decrease the frequency and severity of headaches. So number one is to recognize your triggers. If you get migraine headaches, knowing what triggers them can help. So common migraine triggers includes stress, insufficient or low quality sleep, hormonal changes, caffeine, alcohol. The other one is you can practice relaxation. So making time in your day for relaxation can reduce anxiety symptoms. Things such as exercises, such as yoga, tai chi, doing some deep breathing techniques, massage and heat therapy can also be quite beneficial. Or mindfulness exercise such as meditation, progressive relaxation therapy, and guided imageries. Those things can also help. So treatment for anxiety headaches. I guess the first one you can go to is pain relieving medications. You can treat occasional tension headaches with over-the-counter and prescription pain relief medicine. Common OTC medications including aspirin, ibuprofen, naproxen. And anxiety, you can also go for anti-anxiety medication. So this is when over-the-counter medication don't work so well anymore. So you may want to go to your doctor and get a prescription, and they may prescribe you with some anti-anxiety medications. So you can also try alternative remedies such as acupuncture. It's also very helpful. Okay, so that's the information was provided from the Western medicine perspective. Now let's have a look at the Chinese medicine's perspective on anxiety headaches. So traditional Chinese medicine recognizes that there is a connection between the emotions that we experience as well to the emotion that we experience connected to our internal organs. So this perspective is actually quite different from the Western's point of view, because the Western's point of view tends to think that emotions are mainly up here in the brain area. So they think, okay, I feel angry because because of my thoughts, I feel sad, and it's all coming from here. Chinese medicine recognizes different organs actually are associated with different emotions. So I'll give you an example. So you see this chart, okay? So for example, we say that the heart and small intestine are actually related to happiness or unhappiness. So if you're happy, then that can have an effect on your heart. Or when you are unhappy, that can also be related to your heart as well. So the spleen and stomach is related to anxiety. The lung and large intestine is related to sadness. Okay. The kidney and bladder is related to fear, and the liver and gallbladder is related to anger, depression, irritability, stress, and impatience. So when we get when we get stress or anxiety related headaches, then we got to think about, okay, maybe it's related to the organ systems. So maybe one of these organ systems is not functioning, or is not functioning so well, or is not in balance with other organs. For example, anger and irritability is often caused by the liver. So if the liver meridian, the energy in the liver meridian, the flow is not there, it becomes stuck or constricted, then that's when you get a lot of anger and irritability issues. And when you have problem in your spleen and stomach area, then you tend to not being able to cope so well with anxiety and stress. Okay, so that may be an indication of your spleen and stomach function is decreased, or the spleen and stomach is low in energy. Okay, so let's have a look. Just 1 second, please. Okay, so next I want to talk about how to help you alleviate your stress. I'm going to give you some pointers using acupressure points to help you relieve stress, because I know many people experience stress, especially these days, and stress can also lead to headaches. So if you want to treat your headache and you want to treat it from the root, then you got to have a look at your emotions. So and also, so I'm going to give you some points to help you de-stress. Okay. So actually, I'll give you one really good point, and this point is located on the top of your head. So how do you find this point? Now, from the tip of the nose, draw upwards So on the center of your face, the tip of the nose, draw upwards. And then from the tip of the ear, also draw a vertical line up. And where these two lines intersect, this is the point where we call Bai Hui. Okay, what is the Bai Hui point? Bai Hui in English translation is the meeting point of 100 meridians. Okay, so what does that mean? It means every meridian, okay, all the meridian lines eventually converges up here on the Bai Hui area. So this point is particularly good to help you resolve any tension or stress or okay. Okay, so Bai Hui point can help you de-stress. Okay, so what do you do when you, so I told you there's two landmarks. So one, draw a straight line up to the head, and then from the tip of the ear, draw a straight line, and where the two lines intersect, that is Bai Hui point. And usually you can feel there's a depression there. If you get the right point, there's generally a depression, and you can feel a little bit of a soreness when you press down, and that is Bai Hui point. So at home, you can use this point regularly to help you distress yourself. Okay, so you can press on this point for 10 times. Give it a rest for 5 seconds, and then press another time for 5 seconds, for 10 times, and then give it another rest, and do another 10 times. Okay, so do that regularly. Maybe whenever you feel a bit stressed out, do that regularly and see if you can feel the benefits. Bai Hui point is a very, very important point in Chinese medicine, or even the martial arts, like for example, Tai Chi Chuan. We also talk about looking after Bai Hui point. When you look up to Bai Hui point, you lift everything up. You lift all your organ systems up, and you can tonify your organ, balance your structure using this point. So it's very, very beneficial. Give that a try. And if you have any questions, or if you know somebody who's suffering from headaches or stress or anxiety related problems, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can find us on Google. Just type in Center of Balance Hamilton or Center of Balance Auckland, and we're quite easy to find. So yeah, please don't hesitate to contact us. And thank you for watching this afternoon. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.